Welcome to Mom Boss.
Hi,
Hey, hi
Hey,
everybody.
hey. I'm Latuanis.
I'm Robin.
And I'm Nilka. Welcome, guys.
Welcome. And we are here. It's so overwhelming, but we are here to discuss the holiday time and the sacrifices that everyone in the immediate family have to make. So we're just kind of gonna roll all those things into one and give y'all a show. So I'm gonna turn it over to Nilka so she could talk about who's winning in the IE.
Yay. I'm so excited to highlight this individual. He is close to me because he is a kid who really loved and looked up to Jaden, and he's kind of family. They are family. Lamar grew up with his mom in LA. And so, he always called them his cousin. And so that person is Corey Butler Jr., and we lovingly call him CJ. So what we're highlighting about CJ is this kid is an amazing individual. He's an amazing human being. He is a sophomore at Corona Centennial High School. He plays football. He's a scholar athlete, and he's such an amazing kid to his parents. And what I want to highlight about CJ is that in his freshman year, he was moved up to varsity from freshman, and he got to play. Like most of the times they get to move up in varsity, and they don't always play. Jaden didn't play. I mean, he didn't get a chance to play, but this kid is a slot receiver. Like I said, he's a sophomore now. In May of this year, he was still a freshman, and Centen had what they call their showcase. And what that is that dozens and dozens and dozens of colleges and universities come to watch the kids play like a 7-on-7, or they play amongst each other. CJ that night walked away with four D1 scholarship offers. And I'm going to tell you where. He walked away with the University of Utah, go Utes, the University of Massachusetts. I'm sorry, I don't know what they call y'all. The Oregon State University, go Bears. Oh, no, sorry, go Bees. Go Bees. And the University of Arizona, bear down. And most recently, October 13th, he was told that he has a scholarship offer to the University of Colorado. Isn't that amazing?
That's
So,
amazing.
CJ, we just want to congratulate you. We know there's more.
Congratulations.
Yes, he had an amazing season receiving and touchdowns, and the kid is really a baller. So look out for him. He's doing big things, and we're excited about him. And he's wearing number 8. Hey.
Hey.
I'm sure you guys will post him
Yes,
for that episode so
yes,
you guys can lay your eyes on him and see who he is.
yes.
You know what? Now, talking about football, it just really breaks my heart and I just want to take a minute to acknowledge the three men that were killed over the weekend. And there's still one in critical condition, I understand, and another that was injured. But in Virginia, all football players, and I don't know the situation. It hasn't even been, they haven't discussed that yet, but it doesn't matter. Just to be a mom of an athlete, my heart just breaks for the mothers, the fathers, the families, and the community. So we just want to say, rest in peace to those fine young men, and just prayers out to their families.
Yeah.
Yes, we agree.
Thanks, Robin.
Okay, so I had the opportunity to wish my mama a happy 75th birthday. And I post my mom on my Instagram a lot, but that lady does not look like she's 75 years
Not
old.
at all.
No, at all.
She keeps up with her kids and her grandkids, and we were able to celebrate her 75th birthday at Killer Shrimp in Marina Del Rey. And the reason we did that is because she wanted to make sure that she got to Layla Simone's basketball game that evening. So,
Y'all, this is talking about sacrifices, okay?
yes,
Continue,
yes.
Robin. Talk about
So,
sacrifices.
yeah, and for her, it doesn't, and I think a lot of times when we do it too, it doesn't seem like a sacrifice, but really it is. And that's kind of what we talked about before on our podcast, is that you have to be willing to make a sacrifice if you're going to develop these athletes and be supportive and do all of those things. So my mother said, it doesn't matter. I got to see Layla Simone play. So they played San Marcos. They got the dub. We had several friends and family come out. But that's how we spent her 75th birthday, after dinner at the basketball game. So,
But just talk about how that took I know for me, but just talk about how you had to like put all that together. Like everybody had to rearrange their schedules, right?
right,
Like
right.
just to, the timing had to work out. You got to get down there. We live out here, so we're an hour already. So
Right.
talk about that.
What we did is we actually carpooled. So we decided that we were going to go early in the afternoon to make sure that she and my dad didn't have to make that long drive to LA in that traffic. So we left here at about 2:30 in the afternoon and we drove out to Killer Shrimp. Couldn't have a reservation, but we were so fortunate to be able to seat all of us. Kayla met us over there at the restaurant and we had dinner. And then we had to, it's always the ticket thing, making sure everybody has tickets to get into the game. And so it's all that coordination that you have to be forward thinking, making sure that you're getting everything, all your bases are covered. So everybody can sit down and have a good time. But yeah, so we drive from like Corona to Los Angeles, which takes could be an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Yeah.
So
I saw the pictures. They were amazing. And your mom does not look 75. She could easily say she's 50 and everyone will believe her.
Right. That
I need
part.
to question that. You sure you 50, lady?
Right. Not even no wrinkles.
Beautiful. We'll have to post a picture of her. She's gorgeous.
I will do
Absolutely. She is preserved, girl.
that. And she stays young because she keeps moving. I mean, she literally keeps up. Where we go, she goes. So I love that about my mom. Yeah.
So I think that's the key. My mom is celebrating 89 tomorrow. No, 2 more days. But we had a big birthday party for her this weekend. And like when you look at her little skin, nobody believes that she's 89. So yeah, that's the key. She stays active. She's always ripping and running and doing something and cleaning the church or helping out with the church and cooking. And so she, I think they say as long as they have someone to take care of and family to interact with, that keeps them young and alive. So we're gonna keep going then. Look.
Happy birthday to your mom. I didn't know she just turned 89. Happy birthday.
89. Yep. Well, I want to talk about sacrifice on Jaden's part first, because Jaden is at Notre Dame. Everybody knows this. He's got a game at USC next week, which is the Saturday after Thanksgiving. They can't come home for Thanksgiving because they got to practice and they got to travel and they got to get ready for USC because USC is a big dog. USC is currently number 8 and I think we're 18 or we're number 20. I've seen it in 2 different polls where we're 18 and then we're 20. So we got to get ready for USC. So he can't come home for Thanksgiving. And I don't know what's going to happen for Christmas because he has, they have a bowl game. They'll have a bowl game because they've won enough games where they get to play in a bowl. And it's either going to be, there's one on the 17th and there's some on the 20. Don't quote me on that. Whatever Saturday falls like before New Year's, those days, and then he might fall in the category of January 2nd. So depending on where they fall, school still goes in through the middle of December. He might not come home for Christmas. If he does, it might be a week, and we got to get back out to practice, get ready for the game, get ready for the bowl game. So that's huge. But also, when we talk about his siblings, like Michaela, she's 3 years older than him, and she has sacrificed pretty much all her life, but willingly, because she really loves supporting her brother. And so I know, like with you guys, your mom, her birthday was probably like, that's my birthday present to see my baby play, to see my grandbaby play. And I know for me as a mom, like my birthday, we're going to go watch the baby play, So I know that that's important for parents and grandparents. So, hey, kudos to mama for, sacrificing her birthday, but y'all still ate killer shrimp, so that's not a bad deal.
So good too.
Yeah. So we had 3 LMU games last week, and that was crazy because all I knew was we're going to the games, and so Caden was like, Thursday's game. He has baseball practice at his high school, and we were like, Caden, well, you got to leave early, like we heading down to LA, and so he was like, okay. So then Friday's game came, and he was like, Mom, I can't keep missing practice. And I was like, dang, that is true. Like in my mind, I was like, you just got to tell your coach that your brother started his games. Like, and he was like, no, I gotta stay home. So we had to go get a key made. And, I was like, okay, well, Caden, who can pick you, who can drop you off? So I'm coordinating all this. So he found somebody to bring him home. And, I was a little nervous because Caden, none of my kids have had to let themselves in. Like, Kennedy, she's fine. Chance, that's fine. But Caden, I was like, come in, lock the door, then put the stick in the door, just giving him all these directions, making sure I had dinner ready. So the days that we have game days, I start my day super early, like getting things in order. And especially since he was going to be home, I wanted to make sure, because I was like, don't cook nothing because he doesn't know how to cook. So you got to make sure you got dinner ready and, So
Right.
that was just
Take
all
a
new
house
for
down.
us. Girl, yeah, don't you touch nothing.
But you make him Caden sound like he's this little boy. He's this tall, bright
Girl,
young man.
he is, but girl, like I said, they'll be calling me talking about, ma'am, your house? No. So you gotta know your kids. But that's all new for us. So, now it's like, okay, we had to get him a key. So he got home because he got practice. So he couldn't miss. He missed Thursday, but he can't just miss all the time because his brother is playing. And even though he wanna see him, he gotta so anyway, we just had to arrange all of that. But yeah, last week was a busy week
Yeah. And
for us.
that happens like with the siblings having practices when the
Yeah.
other sibling is having a game. Because the same thing with Ava, she decided she's playing volleyball. So she can't miss her practice because she
Yeah.
wants to play. So we know how that is with
Yeah.
sports. You don't practice, you don't play. So she's trying to
Exactly.
build up, stack her hours in the gym.
Mhm.
So the hard part about it is, like you said, Twan, is they want to see their siblings play. So
Yeah.
she had to miss a game to
Yeah.
see, so she could make it to practice. And we went out and we saw Layla play, and I had to get my brother to scoop her up. And then coming up, Gary's actually going to be working now. He always figure out a way to get to a game. He's going to be working in Arizona this week, and Layla just happens to be playing in Arizona
Oh,
this week.
wow.
That's
Right.
funny.
So
Good.
he'll be there to see her game, but unfortunately, he won't be back in time on Saturday to see Ava's first volleyball game.
Oh,
So I know it sucks, but I'll be there.
but that's how it goes. And then if
Divide and
possible,
conquer.
you can FaceTime because I know when Chance had games and Ben was in the bubble, girl, I knew to have my phone charged because he would
Yeah.
FaceTime, so that way he can get to see the game. So we work it out, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
listen, we making the biggest sacrifice because Jaden's halfway across the country. We can't go to every game. It's just
Mhm.
Yeah.
we're not the Rockefellers. We ain't got a private jet waiting for us, and this shit is expensive. Oops, sorry, I don't think we should cut. But we'll bleep that out or something. But yeah, it's expensive. The airfares are expensive. The hotel is expensive, and during the games, the hotels are hiked up like triple sometimes. And so even if you book it in advance, they know the schedule, so they're like, "This is when we make all our money."
Hmm.
So, my sacrifice is I don't get to go to all my son's games, and Jaden sacrifices that. So, and I could tell like recently he's been a little like homesick or missing us. He's like, I can't wait to see y'all. Like he gives like emphasis for
Oh.
real, for real. So we're going this weekend to Boston College is going to be at Notre Dame. So I'm excited about that. It's going to be 29 degrees though, but
Ooh,
yeah,
dress
we're ready.
warm.
Yeah,
Well,
Dress
we're
look, y'all,
ready. Yeah.
I leave for Jamaica tomorrow night and ask me have a pack. No, I ain't
Oh my! But look, you got your hair done.
Yeah,
got my
you're
hair
here.
done.
Your hair is
Got my
cute.
toes. Wish I could show y'all my toes, but
We
got my
don't. We
toes
don't.
done.
Your hair
But
is cute.
look, even speaking about that, I got two little ones still, so we're going to we chasing behind Chance to go see him play in the Jersey Mike Classics in Jamaica. But I was like, okay, wait, I got two kids that's still in school, so my
Yeah.
uncle flies in tonight. He gets in, and then I had my oldest daughter come home, so she's here. So again, working it out because I
Yeah.
had to have somebody be able to take them to school. So we worked it out though. We work it out to do the things we want to do, right?
And
Yeah.
so these are welcome sacrifices. It's
Yeah.
not really a sacrifice. It's just part of the journey. Like you said, it's how it
Figure
goes.
it out. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Make it
And
work.
guess what? This Thanksgiving, I mean, it's almost here, but we are hosting Cal's basketball team because they play LMU,
Yeah,
Layla's team.
that's
And
right.
so, yeah, we're hosting, and thank gosh, again, grandparents, I love them. My mom and dad were gracious enough to offer their home where we'll be hosting. And it will be 59 people with
Oh,
all
so
of
you guys are
the
literally hosting the
You're
team.
literally hosting the
Oh, how
team.
exciting.
Yes. And so when Jada asked me, she's
That
like,
is so
Mom,
cool.
oh, it is. Mom, do you want to host? And I was like, okay. And then we started thinking about it, and I was like, wow, it's a big undertaking, but fortunately, it'll be catered. We don't have to do
Good,
all the cooking.
I was
good.
just
And
going to ask, what does host mean? That
They
mean y'all
just need a
yeah,
home. They just need a place.
they
okay,
just need a place. And
okay.
if you want to do home cooking like that, but I mean, can you
Yeah,
imagine cooking
girl,
for
60
60
people.
people? No.
No.
So we've got the best menu with all,
That's bomb.
turkey, ham, yams, greens, everything you would want to eat for Thanksgiving. And then I have to think, so if you guys have any ideas, I just need like an icebreaker fun game, just one
Game.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the girls and
Yeah, that'd be
the
cool.
coaches.
I
Yeah.
have
That's
a
it.
couple. I
So
have a couple. I love the icebreakers. Those are fun.
yeah, I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
And,
So
and speaking of Thanksgiving, I'm going to Jamaica, but check this. As soon as I get back, I literally get back at midnight. And girl, I've been literally working this out of my head. I was like, how are we gonna do that?
Midnight win.
Literally get back in the car and drive to Vegas because my parents are meeting us in Vegas for Thanksgiving.
Wow.
And we're gonna be there. Literally only got 3 days because we literally after Thanksgiving, we getting in the car, coming back to be back for Chance game at 12. And then your girls play at 6. So you talk about at LMU all day. We got about 1,000 people coming to that game.
I know. And we were trying to figure out how to do a tailgate for basketball, but I don't think we're gonna do that, Antoine. It's kind of
nah. I think we're gonna end up at some restaurant local.
Right.
But everybody, it's gonna be fun though, because everybody is hitting us up. You know, me and Robin, our families are kind of intertwined. So her friends are my friends are her friends. So everybody's hitting me up like, hey, I'm coming to the game that day, you know. So I've been sending links out for tickets. So it's just gonna be look, we probably gonna have to do a podcast that day.
I wanted to go, but you know, Jaden is only here 2 nights and we visit them the night before at the hotel. So your game is at 6:30 unless we get to visit them like at 9, which is usually rare because they have them go to bed early. So they usually check in and they do bed checks. So I don't know. I'm still working that out, but
That's the weekend of the USC game?
Huh?
That's the weekend of the USC game? Oh, okay. Ooh,
and then the USC game, I know the USC game is at 4:30 and we want to tailgate. So we're going to get out there as early as we can on Saturday. But so that's the other thing, like Friday, we're going to go out there on Friday to see Jaden. So I'm hoping that we'll know soon enough what time they're going to allow the parents to come to the hotel. So if it's later, then I could at least come and make like, you know, the first half of y'all's game and then head over to Jaden. So we'll see how it works out.
Yeah.
We're all over the place.
Yeah, sure.
But I want to see the girls play. That's so exciting.
I know. I'm going to be a nervous wreck, but it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I don't know how you're going to do that one.
I'm going to teach you. You just have to make sure you just look at both of them. Look, did Layla have a good game and did Jada have a good game? You can't root for a team. You just can't. You just can't.
I know. It's just, games make me nervous. Games just make me nervous anyway. So
no, I get butterflies too. I get butterflies immediately. So I get it.
Yeah.
So
you guys, we just wanted to come and share all of our exciting events that's happening. All 3 of us got a lot going on with, you know, we all have other kids, families, you know, now that the holidays upon us, we are juggling everything. Yep. So I know.
Can I do one shout out? I just want to do this because it was historical this past weekend on Saturday, which also was a thing because usually Ava goes to sand workouts on Saturday mornings, but we knew we had this long day ahead of us. We did some community service with a camp food drive. But then Jada, actually, it was a historical event on NBC. It was the first time women's college basketball was ever aired on a network. So woohoo for that. So we were all like up early in the morning, then rushing home to go to make sure we were here to see that game. And Jada had a great game. Her team played really well. And we actually played Notre Dame.
It was like 99 or something.
Yeah, but in the fourth quarter, I was so like, we had they were up 3 points. So we closed the gap. Man,
I cannot believe that. We were so excited over here. I was like, yeah, they got a chance, 3 points. And then I don't know what happened.
I know.
Well, I was excited to see what you posted because they were talking about Jada. And it's just so exciting to say, I know her.
Oh my God.
And I told you, Jaden and Michaela's godfather wrote to me, said, Jada's a baller. He said, just move out the way and just give her the ball. But yeah, the Notre Dame basketball team is really a great team as well. But yeah, kudos to them because they fought that battle and it was great.
They did.
And they had 2 Black female head coaches and it was an all women's thing. Everybody on the network was women, and then the referees were women. Yeah. The announcers were 3 African-American women. Yeah, Wakanda.
Power, Wonder Woman.
Speaking of that, y'all know they did 189 million. I'm excited.
I just saw that.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yes. I gotta go see it.
Oh man.
But you know, you talked about throwing everything in. On top of that, I want to let viewers know because I do get messages every now and then. I'm still fighting my battle, but I'm doing great, guys. I'm doing great. I feel great. I think I've overcome the emotional battle and just, hey, I'm hanging in there. Send the love and prayers because I think it's working. I feel good.
Good for you, Milka.
Just want everybody to know I'm doing great. Okay.
Yes.
Love y'all for all the support and the questions that people send and ask. I really love that. It makes a huge difference.
Yep. And the holidays, it's time to be around family. So
Yes.
yes, use Turkey Day to get close to your fam.
That's right. Get full and friendly. Full
That's
and
right.
friendly.
So you guys, we want to thank y'all for tuning in. And again, if you guys have topics that you want to hear us talk about, or kids that you want us to highlight, let us know. Send us a message. If you know us personally, just let us know how we can, have more topics that you guys are wanting to hear about. So let us know. But again, subscribe,
like, put on
and
notifications.
Hit the alert button. But I gotta say one more shout out. R.I.P. Ron. We love you, baby.
Yeah, Ron's a good guy. And you guys, it was something else when Nilka said something. Anyway.
The alert.
Right, it was something like that. Oh no, tell 10 friends. Tell 10 friends. Subscribe.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Tell each one, tell one. So tell them. We need to subscribe, y'all.
Mom Ballz.
Mom Ballz out.
Out.
Deuces. Bye.